All right. So somehow, if it's possible, I would like to think that I'm.
Derek, what up, brother? So I'm gonna keep it real mellow because I was just waiting for your to see if that was your homeboy or not. I'm not even gonna go there
Hey,
because I don't think your
hey,
sister wants us
hey,
slipping out and
Dad,
tripping out.
hey,
Yeah,
Big Dad, before we do that,
yeah,
salute,
that's why I'm saying I'm not gonna do that. But salute
salute,
to you. I don't know why.
salute.
I don't know
No,
why,
no,
but salute,
salute.
salute. Oh, okay, like that. Salute. I'm in the car. When I get home, I got you.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. I don't need to
Yeah, I'm
express.
not even gonna waste time on it. I was just gonna tell him he can get at me on Snap and if whatever you want to do, boy, but leave my boy alone. He's going through it. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's all. And apologize for my comments if it was misconstrued. You know what I mean? I'm just going off of Dirt's lead. That's all. You know what I mean?
That's a good way
So
to put it. And then slap it in reverse. Get behind me.
yeah. Well, no, I said that right off the get. I said I was waiting for your reaction because I didn't know if he was your homie or not. But your reaction told me it was a green motherfucking light, homie. So real quick, Dirt, yesterday I want to thank you because I've been home a long time to the point where I forgot the things that were important and only remember the crap. Okay, and you were so right the other day, man. Because when my grandparents died in like '96 and I was locked up, I'd already been there for like 3 years, coming up on 3 years. So to me, they were already dead for 3 years, kind of, in a sense. You know what I mean? Because I hadn't seen them. I hadn't seen them. So when I found out they were dead, it didn't really affect me until I came home. I didn't allow it to because I looked at it like you said, they were either already dead or they're still alive. You know what I mean? Because there's no real tangible way to decipher between the two when you're in there. You know what I mean? Because you ain't seeing them. The only way there is if you talk to them on the phone, which I didn't really do that anyways. You know what I mean? So to me it was simple. So yesterday my son calls, and his grandma raised him, my mother-in-law, and she's dying, bro. She's got cancer all over her body and shit. She's just at home on hospice dying basically. She gonna be gone before he gets home, and that's her baby. So he talked to her on the phone. It wasn't that good, man. And I was like, give me that phone. I told my wife, give me the phone because they're fucking his head up big time, and it's not their fault. But this boy's in high desert, and they got him tripping. So thankfully, I mean, this is how God works. Like it's a shitty ass tragedy what happened with your sister, but I believe it's gonna save my son a lot of hardship for these next few years that he's in there because of the story. Because I was able to break that down to him and let him know you can't deal with it in there. You got to either look at it as half full or half empty, one of the two. When you get home and she ain't here, then we'll deal with it. But at least you'll be home. You know what I mean? You could deal with it at home. Don't deal with it in there. You know what I mean? And so I helped him a lot with that. And I would have never even had that if you wouldn't have brought that up because, like I said, I done forgot about the shit that's useful. You know what I mean? I mean, useful to normal people. The only shit I remember is what's useful to me. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that. The floor is yours. Go for it.
Shit, it just felt good hearing somebody else talk.
I heard that. Man, I missed Young by the way yesterday too. Damn it. I mean, I didn't miss it, but I had another call.
Man,
I was
his whole life is different.
it is different. That's because he got fucking huevos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, have you ever been to Paul Bear?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have, and it's a great honor.
What's the honor
I've
in
done
it?
it. Actually, I've done it more than once, Dirt.
What's the honor in it?
The honor is you're taking them to their final resting place. You're the last person to handle their casket. You know what I mean?
So it's like seeing them off.
It's seeing them off. They're trusting you with their soul to get them to their final resting place. Is the way I feel about it. You know what I
That's,
mean?
that's what's up.
Is it super heavy?
It's not heavy because you got six of you. You know what I mean? So and then you don't have to bend down and pick it up or nothing, or bend down to set it down because you roll it out of the back of the hearse already at waist level. You know what I mean? Where you just grab it and you walk over there, and then they have a stand above the grave that you set it on that lowers it in. You know what I mean? It's like a stand, so you don't have to do no bending or standing or any of that shit. You just literally 3 on this side, 3 on this side. Walk them to their resting place. Say your goodbye. Plus, you get a little moment to, in your head, say your last prayers, and it's a great honor. They don't. That's why they choose pallbearers, because it's a great honor to do that. Only people, how many brothers and sisters you got?
Yeah.
Not counting the one that passed, not counting your sister that passed. How many you got?
Your mic backing up, big bad.
Oh, my bad. I said, so what do you got left? 2 brothers and a sister or something? And you?
2 brothers and a sister.
And you. So you just need 2 more people. You know what I mean? Whoever the other 2 close ones were to her, I would say it ain't gonna be your parents. You know what I mean? Obviously. So.
Oh no, we got them picked out.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah,
you know,
you guys should all dress the same too. You should all dress the same. The pallbearers, at least.
Oh yeah, we gonna send sis off, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, look, we was able to pull together a visual within a few hours. Like 70 people showed up.
Man, I know. I wish it would have been more notice. I would have jammed out there, dude.
Turbo came through.
You don't get too much notice on death, though, right? Unfortunately.
Hey, Turbo came through.
Yeah, he did. That's what he said. Hey, have you talked to Jaw? Have you talked to Jaw at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not showing my camera because I'm not dressed, but you had said something earlier, babe, about when you wanted to leave the house and go to the Planet Fitness, and then I was telling you like it's not time for that right now because your emotions are running high. And yes, I did that video about dealing with loss, and it was those 5 stages of grief, and that it was the denial, the anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And they don't necessarily have to go in that order. They can overlap and they will bounce around. When I watched that video, when I watched it back, it cut out a whole chunk, and that part was the bargaining part. I don't believe it. This is not happening. It's a prank. She really on life support. Like, she's not all the way gone. Like, you will bargain. You'll give up anything to have that person back. And then you could get depressed. When you said in the at the visual, I done cried all my tears. I don't have no more tears to cry. And then the next thing you know, the next day you eating a burrito or something and tears just started flowing. All stages of grief, and it's important that we go through it and have somebody by your side that understands where this person is, instead of getting upset with them and telling them get over it.
Yeah.
Yep. And once you start crying, you may as well not try to stop it, Dirk, because it don't work. I stop.
Love y'all. I'm about to get out here though.
So in honor of her,
the other day I was flipping through fucking Instagram. And I seen a drawing of Kobe Bryant. Just a drawing. And I was not a Lakers fan, but I cried for fucking an hour and a half looking at that picture of Kobe Bryant. For fucking hour and a half, dude. It's like, now that I started this crying shit, I can't stop. But there's something else that I felt like I wanted to tell you, because you said something about YOLO earlier. You only live once. And I disagree with that. I believe we live every day and only die once.
What do you eat that? A fortune cookie?
No, it's not a fortune cookie. That's my fucking. That's called losing your freedom for almost 2 decades. You know what I mean? That's what that's called. Every minute matters. Like, we already lived once, right? That's a different life. We're on our second life now. So.
I agree.
And I'm real proud of you, Dirk. But I'd be more proud of you if you didn't do that on live, because it's really irritating. You fucking asshole. swear. Oh, I love you, homie.
You know how long I had that mat on my face?
Well, I mean, you got all day, don't you? Debo! What's up, my boy? I see you. I tried to tell him, Debo, but he wasn't listening. It's all good. We'll give him a break right now. You know?
No, he's trying to teach me the right way to shave. Not realizing how many moons I sat in front of a mirror that you could barely see yourself in.
Yeah. Because it ain't a mirror, it's a piece of stainless steel.
Horizon City News. Hey, I don't think other people can see like the hashtags when people do it, other than the people that are being hashtagged.
Other than the people in the chat? I don't know.
Like every time Horizon video comes with a video, he hashtags me in it. So I'm thinking all these people that we use their hashtags to like increase our traffic, like they can see us, but very rarely do they give us like kudos or thanks or anything for using their hashtag. So I want to say, Horizon, man, every time I see you in here, that's what's up. Always using my hashtag. You probably accountable for some of my subscribers, shit. So let me help you, and let me help you like you trying to help me. Horizon City News Services. If you can subscribe to his channel, just help him, because he's been a silent warrior, silently in a dirty nation. Big Bad. Oh, he's gone. Well, check this out. How we looking? How we look? Do I look young?
Oh, yeah. I had a phone call. I ain't gone. I had a phone call. When the wife calls, you answer, you know?
Oh, yeah. All right, so tell me about how you dealt with death.
Inside or out here?
Inside and out here.
Inside, I compartmentalize death, okay? But see, what I mean, there's two factors to outside or inside. So are we talking about being inside dealing with death from outside, or being inside dealing with death from inside?
We're talking about both. Like, you
they're not the same. To me, they're not the same, though.
I only spoke on the set ones that I was aware of, ways to deal with death.
Right. So what you said, I think, applies to everybody who's ever been behind the walls for any significant amount of time. You've got two ways to deal with it. You could either say they're already dead to me, or they're still alive to me. And that's the short version of how to explain that. And that worked for me. I want to say that I looked at them as still alive, but if I'm honest with myself, I probably really looked at it as they were already dead. You know what I mean? So had something wrong.
Yo, Mike.
Okay, so let's say it's your homie that gets whacked in there or something. Now, it depends. Did he have it coming? Or did he die in battle? You know what I mean? So those two are going to be looked at different. Our minds are so fucked up that we don't even know about it. You're going to find out 10 more years.
Let's be honest. What's the odds of somebody actually dying up in here versus somebody killing themselves or dying in natural causes? Most people are going to kill themselves or die from natural causes before they get killed.
Yeah, getting killed in battles is not really that fucking. In you and shit before that happens, you know.
Especially in a riot, like in the riots. Let's be honest, like in riots, I can't say that I've seen too many people get killed in riots.
No, I mean, that's what I'm talking about, because they get dispersed too quick.
I've seen them get fucked off. like fucked
Yeah.
off and flighted and all that. And
Yeah,
but
hospitalized for a minute. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, for the most part, if it's meant for you to die, you gonna die. It ain't gonna be no riot.
Right. But I don't know about, well, see, you got to realize the politics are different too. But,
well,
like, we clean our
well,
own backyard type shit, you know? So, there's that too. You know what I mean? There's so many different factors. And I got to tell you that it's kind of affected the way I deal with it out here because I still got a fucked up mindset of, well, that fucker had it coming. You know what I mean? I really do. You know what I mean? And when in reality, I don't know if anybody really has death coming except for fucking chomos. You know what I mean? So that's a hard one to swallow. Like, I'm still learning how to deal with death. You know what I mean? I still haven't even cried over my mom. She died 10 years ago. And I still haven't even cried about it. But I cried about my mother-in-law and she's still alive.
is that natural? But is that natural though? Like, cause you said before.
I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is natural.
So I think first we gotta acknowledge that our way of dealing with shit is warped. It's tainted. It's tainted by unnatural circumstances because it's not natural.
Unless you're in there. That's the key part.
Like, it's not natural for a human being to be locked up in a cage for hours and hours and hours on end. So things happen.
It's not natural. That's the reason why our minds fucking adapt, is because it's not natural. So our minds learn to adapt in there. You know what I mean? So, like I was saying, out here it's very unnatural and warped, but in there it keeps you alive. You know what I'm saying? So this unnatural warped way of thinking, I was able to help my son who's in there with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't really say that it's unnatural and warped for all circumstances, is what I'm learning. You know what I mean? I actually kind of feel like we got the upper hand with our mindsets over average people, is the way I'm starting to look at it now. We got the upper hand because...
So you want to say your shoulders is blessed, like your shoulders became blessed because of what?
My shoulders are blessed, homeboy. So blessed that it winds up neglecting me.
How do your shoulders?
If that makes any sense.
How do your shoulders neglect you?
Because I use them up on everybody else.
You use your blessed shoulders up on everybody. So that pardon me for trying to understand what you mean. I'm at a point I didn't snapped into this fucking literal mind frame to where everything said like I want to understand it.
And I want you to understand it. So when you say shoulders are blessed, you talk about having blessed shoulders. To me, when I hear that, means I'm able to carry the weight of my family and my loved ones if necessary, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so if you're carrying everybody else's weight and forgetting to carry your own weight, then it becomes neglect.
But you know what?
What?
I know people that live for everybody else.
Right, and guess what? Those people are in horrible shape because they neglect themselves.
No, I want to say some that know how to balance it, but they purpose in this world. This purpose in this world is for everybody else more than themselves. How about I say it like that? For everybody else more than themselves.
Yeah, that's the point I'm making about the shoulders. You know, so if you're using your shoulders for everybody else and not yourself, then I mean, in the end, you're going to be blessed for it. Know that. You're going to be blessed for it. But I think that taking care of ourselves is just as important as taking care of other people in God's eyes.
True that. True that. But I think that the thing that pops to mind is like people that came to this world and didn't have kids and they lived for everybody else instead of like they just was not meant to do it. So
like me, kids, because I was in prison and they hate me. You know what I mean?
Right. My sister is one of them people. But it got me looking at everybody around me who don't have kids. Like man, those people are damn near like angels in a sense.
Yeah, because they're able to give their love to somebody else. You know what I mean? They
Man,
got the they got the time and the
now
probably the resources.
I'm not disputing everybody because like my grandma had kids and had a big enough heart for my God. So,
Well, here's another way to look at that. People have kids. Those kids may grow up to not have kids and carry the weight of somebody else.
yeah,
You know?
that's the hey, and that's the size of your heart, man. The size of your heart.
Yeah.
Like, hey, believe it or not, shit, I carry the weight of the dirty nation on my shoulders.
Like, here's a great example. I would never give myself advice. Okay? But if it's necessary, I can give the best advice in the world to somebody else.
Was why we wouldn't take your advice.
But here's what I'm saying. If I need to give real advice, I got it. You know what I mean? I really got it. If I need to give real advice. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, it's like, okay, here's another scenario. I still pray almost daily for other people, but I will not pray for myself because of the way I live.
Now that's just selfish.
That's what?
Now that's just selfish.
That's selfish?
Yeah,
I thought it was selfish.
You trying to
I
twist
don't
it, seem
want
like
to get for good people tangled up on assholes like me. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's selfish. What's the first thing you said when you said it? I don't.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, how else do you start that? I think even a non-narcissist would have to put an I there.
Ebo said this story right here.
Yeah, Ebo.
All right.
And ain't that something how everybody shows up when they need to show up, Dirt?
Say again?
Isn't that something how everybody shows up when they need to?
No, it's not.
We ain't been on in how long? And then this happens, and now it's like everybody that hasn't been showing up the last few weeks or whatever is showing up.
It's like a big gathering. Everybody
hear you, but I hear meh.
Say again.
You motherfucker. Oh shit, I love you, homie. Oh, fuck.
Shout out Nate Dogg too. Before I forget, shout out Nate Dogg. We at that hour mark, man. I got some things I gotta do today, man.
Yeah,
shout out Bilal. Like contributions go a long way. Hold on. This is StreamYard. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you are tripping. Where is Nate? Is Nate in here?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, if you're listening, Nate, love you, homeboy. I'll holler at you. Yeah, dude, I'm proud of you, though, because you're dealing with this like a real man, and this is something else I wanted to share with you. Let your brothers, and it goes back to what we were talking about, let your little brothers and sisters teach you how to process this, because they know how. They've been out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, what's the StreamYard got background music now?
What? I can't hear it.
You said?
Oh, now I hear it. Is that us to Dr. Dre or something?
No, they got their own music.
Oh, they got that little copyright. I'm gonna steal that sample and make a beat out of it.
Wow. That's nice StreamYard.
That's going to be the main one. Up there.
Somebody gonna take it. They gonna copy it.
You're locked right now.
He said,
What? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony!
And just start walking in circles. Hoping that you'll see it and then remember.
all right, hey, let's see something.
Real quick, I was about to let y'all know about something called juke balls. If you've been in a pen, you know about juke balls. If you've been in the county jail, you know about juke balls. What is juke balls? Juke ball is where they take all your food, damn near pretty much grind it up in a blender and mash it up together and feed it to you. That's a juke ball. Nastiest shit ever. I'm talking about meat, vegetable, fruit, everything. Juke ball. Nastiest shit ever. Dirty weather. Can't see me now. Go.
All right, big bad, I'm out of here.